Hello Sagittarius, greetings, good morning, good evening, good night, whenever you're watching this. This is for my Sagittarius Sun, Moon, Rising, and North Node. So let's see what's going on in the beginning of August for all of my Sagittarius. Alrighty, so Sag, okay, now that I've got your spread out on the table. Sag, you are the wheel of fortune during this time. Okay, so you are basically going on this destiny of fate. Okay, so whatever is happening during this time is meant to happen, and it has a bigger impact on the future that you're walking towards. Okay, so all of this is happening for a reason. Everything that you're about to experience was pretty much already mapped out. Okay, so currently you are moving on to your next chapter. Okay, so this world card basically means that you've gained a lot of experience, which is a beautiful thing. Even with looking at where you're headed towards, we have the Two of Cups, which basically means that you're in complete harmony with yourself at this time. I feel as though, especially the people watching this particular reading, you have done what it takes to fully be in control of your destiny. But what I mean by that is you've done what it takes to completely be in unison with your own energy. So you understand yourself better. You've gained the wisdom. You went through all of the good and the bad and the ugly. You know what I'm saying? Like, you've been through some really powerful moments in your life. And so right now it is reflecting that. I see that with the World card here, you're moving to something different here. Okay, so let's see what this is. The World card is a very beautiful energy. Very beautiful. It's the equivalent of becoming whole, becoming fully ready to take on your next phase of life. It is, you can liken it to the end of a book, but there's a series of books. Okay, so this is like the ending of one book, and it's a happy ending, but you know that there's another adventure coming. You know there's a part 2. Okay, so that's the energy that you are in right now. We have the Empress, we have Temperance here. So yeah, I see peace of mind. Okay, and also you being very aware of your intuition. So you're very intuitive at this time because you've really done the work. You've done a lot of shadow work is what I'm seeing here. A lot of shadow work has been done. A lot of shadow work has been completed. And this is why you have wisdom and not just knowledge in certain areas. We have the Empress and Temperance here. So I do feel like some of you, there's multiple messages that I'm getting here. Some of you guys are fertile, literally, like maybe you're pregnant at this time as a Sagittarius, or you could be about to have a baby. I see that with the Empress and Temperance here. It also can mean that you're very abundant, but it's a very calm sense of power that you're experiencing right now because you have a lot of control over the things that are happening in your life. You're at a stage where you're able to just receive all of these great things. I think you feel really good just on a health level. I see that you're very abundant and happy, and we know health is wealth, right? So it looks really good here. I see that for some of you, you have met your match, or you found someone who really complements your energy very well, extremely well. I would say that this person has the ability to, you guys can balance each other out, you guys can give and take from each other, and it's even. I see that this energy is very conducive if this is a love situation. Now I do want to check and see what your energy is looking like at this time, just to be sure. Yeah, we have the Hermit, like I was saying. So yeah, with this Hermit energy, you're really in tune with that inner voice of yourself, your consciousness, your you know, that intuitive nature of yourself that keeps you safe, that keeps you learning, that keeps you aware. You're very in tune with that. And this is a beautiful energy because a lot of people, at least at this time, because of everything that's going on, because of all of the distractions, you know, and things that are going on in the world, a lot of people are not in tune with their own spiritual guidance, meaning their own conscience. It's missing from a lot of people. So you know, kudos to you, Sag, for really having this and earning and being in tune with your own spiritual nature. I feel like that's a very powerful thing to have. It's something that is not talked about as much just in general, but it's very easy to lose that sense of self, but I feel like you definitely found it at this time. So kudos to you, Sag. So I see that you're moving towards the Two of Cups here. So with the Two of Cups here, I see that you are moving towards complete unison. I feel like you have to be a little bit patient though. There is a sense of you having to wait, because the Two of Cups talks about wanting love and you know, wanting to bring that towards you, but there is a sense of patience that has to be had in this department. So if there was anything wrong, I would say that it's not currently in your face, but it is coming towards you. It is something that you are now focused on, or you will be moving towards in the future, right? Okay, so I see with this love situation, there may be something that you have to look out for. If so, we do have the Page of Swords, okay? So if you have anything that you need to worry about when it comes to what you're going towards, this Page of Swords could mean that whatever love you're looking for, if you're not careful and if you rush into it too soon, you may miss or have some misinformation about the person you're going towards, okay? So I would say make sure that you're getting to know this person well. Make sure that you're fact checking or verifying certain things, just so that you're not surprised with some information that you're not ready for or not expecting, okay? So I guess Spirit wanted that to come out because I was told to let this charge while I was doing that. The Wheel of Fortune. So I'm seeing, obviously I'm seeing the Wheel of Fortune turn, right? But I'm seeing the word destiny with the Wheel of Fortune. So I feel like you're on your path to success, to your destination that you've been trying to go towards. And I know that sounds really dramatic, but I really do feel like that energy of destiny is here. Okay, so like I said, whatever you're going towards, it is going to be for your benefit, whether it is a lesson learned. But I feel like because there's so much good energy here, I feel like you're reaping the karmic benefits of things that you've endured thus far. So you're able to go towards some really good things. Five of Swords, yes. This is only coming because you've been through, you know, some bad situations within love or spiritually. And so now you know how to love. You know how to give love to people because you've learned how to love yourself. And that in itself is extremely powerful, Sag. I feel like it may be, that's not said enough. Like, in order to fully be able to give love to someone, you have to learn how to love yourself. And that's not always the easiest thing to do if you're in a bad situation. But with this Page of Wands here, I see that it's going to come very, very quickly. This energy, if it does not come quickly to you, right, it seems like it's still going to be very energetic. So when it comes to you, it's going to hit you like lightning. It's going to come, you know, very quickly, very fast. A lot of passion here, a lot of energy. I see that with the Page of Wands here as well, it seems like you're going to get some good news from this person on a creative aspect, or even your talents, or in some sort of career field or something like that. So some of you guys could be finding people that are in the same career field that you are in, or it could just be a situation where there's a lot of energy and you get good news from this person when you let them know how you feel and they feel the same way, or something to that effect. Yes, we have the Six of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles. So you guys are both going to be having a really balanced give and take situation, specifically when it comes to the living situation or how much time you guys invest into each other. The Nine of Pentacles is also a extremely good card if you're looking for a long-term situation with someone. The living environment, the domestic side of things, as far as family, or just as far as what you value within a relationship, this is showing that whatever you want within this dynamic will come to you, and it will be, you know, a match made in heaven, really. So again, it looks like if you're patient and if you make sure you really get to know this person and you take your time and you look back on all the things that you've went through when it comes to your past relationships moving forward, you're able to really get some good news, some exciting news rather, about how this relationship can grow, blossom, and become the focal point of how you can expand the lifestyle that you want to live for yourself with this person. So it just looks like you guys have the same ideals, you guys have the same mindset, you guys have the same values, and so you're able to build with that. But also you could be building in your career. So it just looks like it's a very foundated situation that you will be moving towards, or you will be encountering very soon. Okay, so please keep that in mind. So I wanted to pull some cards of advice, or some things that Spirit just kind of wants to let you know during this time, based on the transits and the things happening at this time for us. So we do have the King of Cups and the Hermit. Now, what I feel that this is saying is, the first word that I'm getting is humble, okay? To be humble. to not allow all of the success and the abundance that you are receiving to, you know, kind of make you cocky or, you know, egotistical or anything like that. I'm seeing with the King of Cups here, this is saying to be wise, to be kind, to be generous when you can be, you know, share if it's something that you feel that you're able to do. The King of Cups also talks about owning a relationship. So if you've been thinking about should you own the relationship, you need to figure out first what that means to you. Are you committed? Because the King of Cups also is about reliability, right? So if you cannot be reliable to a situation or to a person, don't draw them in, you know, because that's not what a wise person would do. So if you know that you're not ready, then that's okay. But the King of Cups also is giving you the okay to you know, acknowledge how you feel and to move in that energy. We also have the Hermit, okay? So the Hermit, for some people, this could mean that you do need to take some time to be to yourself. But, you know, that's a very basic level. I feel that the Hermit, even with you showing up as the Hermit in your reading here, I feel the Hermit is saying you've learned a lot, so make sure you're using your wisdom. Make sure you're using the knowledge that you've gained. Think about the experiences that you have already went through. The Hermit talks about experiences that have already taken place, right? So it's not just, you know, book smarts. It's about, you know, the things you've already walked through as a human being in the vessel that you're in today. So you want to make sure that you're using this knowledge, this wisdom, using whatever knowledge that you've obtained thus far to really help you make decisions now. But also keeping in mind that you are changing, but some of the environments around you may not be. So you also have to take that into account as well, okay? I'm not sure who that message was for, but that was very specific. You may have outgrown your own environment, okay? So keep that in mind as you move through this energy. All right, so we have patience and planning. Now remember, I was saying with this Two of Cups energy, the energy that I kept getting was patience, like you have to wait, okay? So this could definitely be in your love life or your spiritual life, your emotional or spiritual life, okay? But in your relationships, regardless of what type of relationships, make sure that you're really taking time to not rush through them, you know, not just go through the motions. Really be in the essence of the relationships that you're encountering, and then also take time to plan out what you want to see the relationships grow into, okay? So this could be business relationships, this could be friendships, this could be romantic. So you just want to make sure that you're really taking the time to invest the energy and the time into the things that you want to see grow, okay? But also make sure that you're not rushing it, because you will miss details. And with the patience and planning card, when that comes out, it's definitely saying that there's some really beautiful things coming, but you need to take it slow, you need to take it easy, okay? So it's basically saying you don't have to force anything. Everything is already working out the way it's supposed to. Just make sure you're paying attention to the details. Queen of Swords, okay? So this is saying that you need to nurture your mindset. I feel as though this is saying if you know that there's something that needs to be left behind, or if you know there's a goal that you need to stay focused on, make sure that you're reminding yourself what you're doing it all for, okay? The Queen of Swords can seem very cold to some people, but I feel like because of all of the success that I'm seeing in your reading, that means that you have left a lot of things behind, or you've outgrown a lot of things. And so it's okay to acknowledge that you're moving past something, or you're detaching from something. That's okay. Especially when you're experiencing all of this success, you know, or all this abundance, or all of this happiness, contentment, blissfulness. It's important to remember where you started from, what you've left behind, and why you left it behind. And it's okay for that to be the reason. It's okay for that to be what it is. So I feel like Spirit is also saying, along with you being humble and, you know, becoming more spiritually inclined, it's okay to remember why you left something in the past. It's okay. So hopefully that gave you some information on what's going to be happening for you during this time, and also gave you some insight on what you can expect spiritually and what you can stay aligned with in order to have the most benefits during this time period for yourself, Sag. So thank you so much for allowing me to read for you. Thank you so much for tuning in, whether it was live, whether it was after the fact. Thank you so much. If you would like to have a private reading with me, you can email me lovefromaleo@gmail.com. Please be sure to like, comment, and share, and subscribe, okay? Don't forget to subscribe. And with that being said, thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.